Hey, church family. This is your pastor. I've mentioned a few times in my sermons now the reading plan that I'm going through the year. And since we're about 2 weeks into the new year, I just wanted to encourage you to stick with your reading plans. And if you haven't found one yet, I just wanted to suggest this one to you. It is very interesting. It's very different. But as I said, you read about 10 chapters a day from 10 different books. And if you're able to do that, so you can see right here, it says each day you will read one chapter from each of 10 lists, so 10 chapters per day. And at the bottom, it gives you bookmarks to follow along. And essentially, if you're able to stick to this plan, you will never read the same set of 10 chapters together. And every year, you'll read through all the Gospels 4 times. You'll read through the first 5 books of the Bible twice. You'll read through Paul's letters at least 5 times. You'll read through the wisdom literature 6 times, Psalms twice, Proverbs and Acts 12 times. And then you'll read through the other books of the Bible at least 1.5 times. It has been a very great reading plan for me so far, and here it is. So you can see it is quite a bit of reading, but essentially on day 1, what you would do is you'd read Matthew 1, Genesis 1, Romans 1, 1 Thessalonians 1, Job 1, Psalms 1, Proverbs 1, Joshua 1, Isaiah 1, and Acts 1. And then the next day you would read the second chapter of each of those, and you would just continue through the lists. The thing that I really like about it is you're reading through the book of Acts and Proverbs 12 times a year. You're reading through Psalms twice. If I were to tweak a few things with this, probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to read at least 2 chapters of the first 5 books of the Bible every day, because essentially I want to get through the first 5 books of the Bible in a year at least 4 times. It would be better than twice because they are so foundational. There's a reason that the first 5 books of the Bible are the first 5 books of the Bible, and it's because they set up the narrative for everything that we believe. And for us to have a real good grasp on our Bibles, we need to have a very good grasp on the foundation of our Bible, and that would be the first 5 books of the Bible. But all in all, I really like this plan. The other tweak that I might make is on list 8, after I read 1st and 2nd Samuel and 1st and 2nd Kings. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Ezra, Nehemiah, and Esther, and then I'm going to save 1st and 2nd Chronicles till the end, just to give me a little break because they are so similar to 1st and 2nd Kings. But other than that, I really like this plan. And one of the things that he says in this article, which I will link with the video, is he says that when you actually start to do this, what you will realize is how hungry you have been for the Bible. And I can honestly say that has been one of the things for me that I have seen, that I truly was very, very hungry for the Bible. And I wasn't able to realize that until I consumed more of the Bible. And so it's been a very helpful thing for me. The other thing I would say is, if you can't read 10 chapters a day, you can't read 10 chapters a day. So if you were to do 5 chapters a day, essentially you would still read through most of these lists in their entirety, and you'd be able to read through Acts and Proverbs 6 times. You would read all of Paul's letters at least 3 times, and then you would read through the Gospels probably twice. So even if you can't do all 10 chapters every single day, if you're able to get 5 of those chapters, you would still read most of these lists multiple times. And the more you're going to read the Bible, the more you're going to be able to understand it. And some of the more complicated books are on this list a whole lot less, and that would be a lot of the Old Testament books, list 8 and list 9. And the thing that I kind of like about that is if you're consuming more of the other books of the Bible, especially the first 5 books and the Gospels, when you come to those harder texts in list 8 and 9, you will begin to have a better understanding of them. And so it's been very helpful. The other thing that I'm doing with my reading plan is I am highlighting 3 things as I read. For me, I wanted to focus on spiritual warfare, so I'm marking all the things that have to do with warfare. I'm also trying to focus on patience, as you can hear the kids in the background. And so as I'm reading through the Bible, I'm looking for things that speak into patience. And then the last thing I'm highlighting is those things for joy. Anytime I see something involving joy, I highlight that in a different color as well. And then I just have a yellow highlighter, and I save that for everything else that I see that seems to jump out at me. And this has also taken my Bible reading to a next level, and it has really helped me to focus as I read and to not get so distracted. But all in all, it's been very, very helpful. So if you have any questions about this, just post it to the comments, and I look forward to hearing your reading plans and how they are going, and I hope that you are encouraged to continue reading your Bible, continue opening it with an open ear and open heart, open eyes, because God truly does want to speak to you in real ways as you read your Bible.